Hello and welcome back to Buffalo Sports Insider, the most electric sports show in the 716. We are live on all of our social media platforms, being X, Facebook, and YouTube. And today we are going to start out our show with an NFL segment, first headlined by the previously teased Jim Kelly interview that we had at the BBA Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Great interview that was, and once again, thank you to Jim Kelly and his team for taking the time to talk to us. As now getting into our NFL segment, I'm gonna bounce it over to you, Puce. Tell us about some of the Bills-Patriots game last night.
Well, the Bills-Patriots game last night was must-see television, Jake. I mean, you had the undefeated Bills hosting the Patriots, who I had last week beating the Bills because of Drake May's performance. But last night's game proved that the Patriots are a lot more than just Drake May. They had the Bills had 11 accepted penalties. They had Marcus Jones and Christian Gonzalez. Those are the Patriots cornerbacks. They absolutely put on a show on defense last night. Drake May this whole season has been spectacular with a passer rating of 109.4, and he gets better as the game goes on. We saw that last night. We saw him on third downs. He didn't commit a lot of turnovers. He didn't commit any turnovers, actually. And when you're looking at a championship quarterback, those are the key factors that you're looking for. Get the ball, convert on third downs, and don't commit any turnovers. And that's exactly what we saw from Drake May. I expect to see a lot more heading forward, and the Bulls have a lot of answers to question.
And one of the big things, too, for that game was Drake May did a lot out of the pocket. And we've seen May be a great pocket passer, but he's been shaky outside. He got a lot of help from his guys, catching a lot of passes that were contested, hard catches. We saw 2 on the sideline from Diggs and Pop Douglas. He made things happen when they had to happen, which is something we haven't seen in a lot of Josh Allen-esque football. Looking into the rest of the Bills' early season, they stand at 4-1, atop the NFL, along with the Colts, the Lions, and the 4-1 Eagles. They have the 3rd best pass defense in the league, which would be a great standing. However, they are 28th in run defense and are only 6 yards away from being 31st. The only team with a worse run defense by a wide margin would be the Miami Dolphins. The positive is they have the 9th best pass offense when it comes to yardage in the NFL and the 2nd best rushing offense. So it's a team where when they do everything correctly, we've seen them be dominant. We've seen them grind out hard games like the Saints. But it's a team where when they beat themselves and you start the game with 2 fumbles and 70 yards in penalties in the first quarter, it's hard to come back from in general. So looking ahead, they have a quote-unquote easy game before the bye week. And then they get a week off to rest where they come into 2 more tune-up games before they finally play the Kansas City Chiefs. And it'll be exciting to see how they handle those.
It will be exciting.
Now, to bring it back local to Puce, we're going to talk about Buff State here. And specifically, we're going to talk about men's basketball.
Yes, Buffalo State men's basketball. They finished last season with an 8-17 record, but they come with the right energy and the right mentality. They've got experience coming into this team. They got 13 returning players from last season, and head coach Mike Birkin will be looking to exploit that in a positive way, as he will use those 13 guys as well as some of the new freshmen coming in to install the correct mentality. As he says, he wants to take a game-by-game approach, making sure that the team is ready, has the right mindset for these games, and right a game plan for these certain opponents. We want to circle November 8th. That is the opener for the Buffalo State men's basketball team. They play against Kuka College. That is an away game. They played this team last season, and they were victorious. So the Bengals will be looking for an early statement as the season kicks off. There are 4 SUNYAC games that will be against Morrisville, Potsdam, Plattsburgh, and the Battle of the Lake at Fredonia. Those will be the first SUNY AC games for the Buffalo State men's basketball team this season. Those are games that saw Buffalo State go 2-2 last season. So if they just flip one of those games, maybe even 2 of those games, the team is in the playoffs. So we'll be looking at those early matchups as well. We'll see what improvements the team has as we move forward towards November 8th. We'll keep you guys updated on everything to do with men's basketball right here on Buffalo Sports Insider.
And as for Buffalo State football, they recently got their first conference win of the year against Hilbert College with a score of 15-8 playing at St. Francis High School. This was a game where Buffalo State won the rushing game, and a game where you don't really expect to see them play well in a rushing offense considering the opposing team's running triple option. So they bleed the game out. Although running backs Chris Bodie and Jetty Higdon combined for 150 yards, and the 2 touchdowns came on the backs of Jetty Higdon rushing and a Noah Kimball to Otho Cox connection. Both the first touchdown of their career for Otho Cox and Jetty Higdon, and a 2-point conversion run on a fake PAT to tie the game up 8-8 in the first quarter. So this was a game plagued where the score doesn't necessarily tell you the outcome of the game. 2 red zone turnovers for the Buffalo State Bengals cost this team a lot of points, and especially at the end of the game, giving Hilbert a chance to drive down at the end of the game, getting all the way to the 9-yard line before throwing a game-losing interception. So this is a team where they've looked fairly competitive and have won 2 conference games last year. So it'll be exciting to see how they move forward throughout Liberty League play, especially with the rest of the teams in the Liberty League looking fairly comparable and no team looking like there's one specific outright winner.
Great matchups.
So as I'll pass it off, we will go to commercial and come back with Thomas and Cameron for their Buffalo State beats.
How was school today?
It was good.
Did you play volleyball?
Yes.
How's your serve coming? I think we'll work on it this weekend.
Amy's slumber party is this weekend.
Is your homework done?
No.
That was the deal we made. If you do...
You wouldn't do that. So why do you do this? Distracted driving kills an average of 9 people and injures over 1,000 every day in America. Put down your phone. Lives depend on it. Don't drive intoxicated. Don't drive intoxicated. A sobering message from AAA.
How was school today?
It was good.
Did you play volleyball?
Yes.
And how's your serve coming along?
Not so good.
I think we should work on it this weekend.
Mom, Amy's birthday bash slumber party is this weekend.
Is your homework done?
No.
That was the deal we made.
Aaron, are you okay? Talk to me, please.
Welcome back. Due to some technical difficulties, here is Thomas Bailey with the interview.
Hello, my name is Thomas Bailey, and I'm here with Jim Kelly, Hall of Fame quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, native here to Buffalo, New York. Jim, thank you for taking the time to interview here tonight. Here at the Buffalo Broadcasters Hall of Fame tonight, you're going to be doing DJ Jixter's Hall of Fame Award.
Yep.
What does that mean to you personally?
Well, I've known Jitzer for a while, probably over 30 years. He's done every one of my main events for DJing, even my daughter's birthday parties when they were growing up, graduation, my Hall of Fame. I can go on and on. Plus, I've gotten to know him pretty well, very close friend, and he asked me, and I'm honored. Even I told him I would wear my jacket, so. I don't know if he remembers that, but we'll see.
Of course, that's amazing. I mean, just the camaraderie of the city, just coming around and being able to be there for each other. That's the whole mantra of Buffalo. How has that kind of stuck with you over the years, and what does it mean to you to be a part of something bigger in the city of Buffalo?
Well, the thing is, people at the beginning wondered why I came here.
Right.
And at times when I was just getting out and thinking, why did I? But now, I mean, after just a couple of years in Buffalo, I got to know the people,
Right.
how friendly they are. I know how I was brought up, blue collar. Everything that I received, I had to work for, and that's pretty much what Buffalo's all about. If you want something, you're gonna work for it. And I've gotten to know so many people, and I have so many close friends. And if I want to get out of the cold weather in January, February, I'll go south for a while. But it just doesn't meet the people that are here are amazing. And Jixter is a guy, like I said before, I got to know. And also, like Rob Ray is getting inducted tonight. One of my all-time favorite Buffalo Sabres, Mary Alice Demler. I've gotten to know her over time. So it's going to be a special night.
Yeah, that's awesome. And a lot of things haven't changed about Buffalo with the passion of that fan base, but some things that may have changed are the media and how it's been in broadcasting, especially from the NFL perspective. What have you seen in your own experience that's changed since your playing days up till now in the NFL's broadcasting?
Well, back in the day, there was no social media.
Right.
There was really, it's a lot harder nowadays. I mean, back in the day, you should do whatever you want, usually say what you want and tell you how you feel. Nowadays, everybody blows things out of proportion, and if they don't like you, they're going right after you. So, but you know what? I don't want to talk about all that stuff. I'm here tonight because I'm honoring a very good friend of mine, and I will be one of the first ones to stand up for every one of them, because in order to get to a Hall of Fame in anything you do, you had to earn it. And every single person that's going in tonight has earned that right. And I'm proud to say that I'm one of those guys that earned the right to wear a school jacket, but I also know I didn't do it alone. It took a lot of people. I'm surrounded by a bunch of great players. That's why I'm wearing his jacket. That's why Marv Levy's wearing his jacket. We all came together, and mine goes all the way back to growing up. I mean, family, 6 boys, and we all wanted to be good enough to take care of 2 people we love, and that's mom and dad. And here I am today, still above the grass and enjoying each and every moment. And now I have a grandson to hopefully someday teach him how to throw a football.
Awesome, man. Yeah, community is a big part of Buffalo, New York, and community is what's brought us all here together for tonight. So thank you so much, Jim, for taking the time, and enjoy the ceremony tonight, especially with Jixter, man. Congratulations to him and yourself, and thank you for taking the time. Once again, my name is Thomas Bailey, alongside Jim Kelly. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next time. Association for giving us that opportunity to get it going. Anyway, Cameron, New hockey season coming up for these teams at Buffalo State University. With a new season comes new challenges, new faces, new players, new everything. What can you tell me about the Buff State men's hockey team and the guys they've brought in over the offseason to hopefully elevate the team?
Well, Buffalo State had their first official practice on September 19th. Old and new players have had the time to shake off the rust and get back into the swing of things with some captain-led practices leading up to this. Something to touch on is that there were 8 new players added to the roster, all incoming freshmen. And that's a pretty big feat, to say the least. Pretty big class. Now, the first game isn't until October 18th against Niagara University's club team. Fingers crossed. With 8 incoming freshmen, learning curves and growing pains are sure to occur. A couple quotes from Coach Murphy here. He said that everything changes when we get on the ice, and they start to get a feel for us, and we really start to get a feel for them. The Bengals really do have their work cut out for them, though, later in the season, facing difficult opponents such as SUNY Cortland, who they play in late November, as well as SUNY Brockport, who they play in early November. The Bengals have high hopes this year.
Yeah, well, good luck to the Bengals for the men's hockey team. Shifting over to the women's hockey team, their season is going to begin on October 31st, Halloween. Interesting moment for them. 4 straight home games to kick off the season, 2 against King's College, and then they're going to play 2 against Chatham University. After that, they're going to start their conference play on the road with a game against SUNY Potsdam. They'll take on the Bears on November 14th and follow it up the next day, taking on Plattsburgh, who won the conference last year for the women's side. On top of that, they're going to have some home SUNYAC games this year. Their home slate is against SUNY Morrisville. They're going to be playing Cortland. They'll play William Smith College, Plattsburgh State, and SUNY Potsdam at home. And then their away schedule will be William Smith College, Cortland, SUNY Morrisville, Oswego State, and then SUNY Canton. A quote from Cadence Kemp, a young sophomore forward for the team. She stated, "We have a tough schedule this season, but that's how they like it. That's what they want. Each game gives us a chance to prove we're different. We don't care who we play because we just want to compete." And that's just an overall amazing quote from Kemp. She wants to compete this season, and so do the Bengals, who haven't had a winning season since 2017-18, which is the last time they made the NCAA SUNYAC tournament. So good luck to the Buffalo State Bengals. They're going to close this year's season from January 23rd to February 21st with 10 games in SUNYAC play, 5 at home, 5 on the road. They're 5 at home. We mentioned before they're 5 on the road. We have also mentioned before in that away and home slate. This is the first season for William Smith College as they're going to take place in the SUNYAC conference. And like I mentioned before, Plattsburgh did win the conference last year. So maybe Buffalo State can give them a run for their money early on. I guess we'll get to see how competitive this team is. Good luck to you, Cadence, and the guys, or gals, I should say, for both of them anyway. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this segment. NHL is coming up next. We'll be right back after this.
How was school today?
It was good.
Did you play volleyball?
Yes.
How's your serve coming? I think we'll work on it this weekend.
Amy's slumber party is this weekend.
Is your homework done?
No.
That was the deal we made. If you do...
Hi, Lauren. My name is Katie. We're going to take care of you, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Very right.
You wouldn't do that. So why do you do this? Distracted driving kills an average of 9 people and injures over 1,000 every day in America. Put down your phone. Lives depend on it. Don't drive intoxicated. Don't drive intoxicated. A sobering message from AAA.
How was school today?
It was good.
Did you play volleyball?
Yes.
How's your serve coming? I think we'll work on it this weekend.
Amy's slumber party is this weekend.
Is your homework done?
No.
That was the deal we made. If you do.
Hi, Lauren. My name is Katie. We're gonna take care of you, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We're back. Buffalo Sports Insider. We're sorry about that. We thought we had a little hockey to talk about, but Mario, there was no hockey.
No
That's
hockey.
next week.
That's
We're going to do hockey next week. Okay. A couple weekends ago, I was at Canisius versus St. Joe's, and that was out in West Seneca. It was the 103rd time these two have played, one of the oldest rivalries. The game took place at Kessler Field at the Stransky Complex, and the Crusaders extended their dominance with a 45. It's like a Ferrari and left a vapor trail on the field. Unbelievable. With an 83-yard touchdown on the board and set the dipped through the line and sprinted 61 yards, making 12-7 and keep the momentum squarely with the home team. 11 seconds into the second quarter, the crowd rose again. Kimball took the handoff, and history was being made as the fans rose to their feet to witness the record-breaking 73-yard touchdown that broke the Canisius career rushing record. Kimball celebrated with teammates on the field, and when he reached the sideline, he immediately hugged his coach, Craig Krasansky. The two embraced. After Canisius built its lead early, the teams traded touchdowns through the second half, but Canisius never surrendered. The Crusaders' rushing attack consistently chewed the clock, flipped field position. St. Joe's mounted resistance, but couldn't string together the stops they needed to force a comeback. Kimball finished the day with 12 carries for 254 yards and 3 touchdowns. The headline-carrying performance that rewrote the Canisius record book. Canisius head coach Craig Krasansky had a simple explanation for Kimball's explosiveness. Once Kimball makes his cut into the second level, he's gone. He's never been caught. As an alumnus of Canisius, class of '84, Krasansky reflected on how big the game is. People don't realize how big St. Joe's and Canisius is unless you kind of go to one of the schools and you play in the game.
Yes.
It's unrivaled. The subplot was every bit as compelling as Hernandez carried 11 times for 148 yards and 4 touchdowns. This kid would start on any other team, but he backs up Kimball. The tandem accounted for all 7 Canisius rushing scores. Hernandez's finesse moves and Kimball's track star speed made a 1-2 punch of thunder and lightning that left St. Joe's defense guessing and gasping. The meeting was not just another game. The two programs first met in 1921. Canisius entered the game riding an 11-game winning streak over Joe's, and they have now won 22 of the last 23 meetings. Canisius head coach Krasansky had a simple explanation. He's told me right out. He says, you have to play in the game. So on a day when history, speed, and power intersected, Kessler Field witnessed both a milestone and a statement. Kimball's record run will headline a box score. Hernandez's 4-day touchdown day will be talked about as one of the best supporting performances in recent memory. Great game.
Sounds great, Joe.
To you,
Sounds
Mario.
great. Well, moving on soccer. Last Saturday, Coyer Field witnessed the victory from the Buffalo State Bengals versus Potsdam. First 15 minutes, game was tight. They didn't do too much damage to each other. However, senior Diego Rivera scored the opener goal for the Bengals. Before halftime, Diego scored what we called super poker in 25 minutes, 5 goals.
Whoa.
Rivera was 2 goals away from equalizing Mike Rudney's record, 7 goals of most goals in one single game. I knew I was going to have a good season coming into this year just because of the preparation I put playing during the summer and spring. If you were to tell me in 9 games I would have 17 goals and 6 assists, I wouldn't say I wouldn't believe it. But it's definitely a good feeling, a really good feeling. These were Diego Rivera's words. Up to this date, Rivera has 54 goals.
Wow.
54 goals. And he gets close to Mike Rudney's also record of 56 goals in a 4-year career. Imagine this, Diego, 3-year, not even completed 3-year college career, and he's equalizing the record of a 4-year career student. 54 goals for Diego, 56 for Mike Rudney. First of all, I would say, sorry, Mike, that's going to be broken. But no, it's unbelievable. When you look at it, I'm still in my 3rd year, halfway through it. And to be that close, I mean, it's an honor, said Rivera.
Yeah, let me just ask you real quick. Emmanuel Prieto, was he more of an assist guy or a goal guy?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, both. And
That was amazing to watch.
it was a beautiful duo between both them. I got the honor to watch them play. I asked Diego about it, and he definitely misses Manuel Prieto.
All right, for me and Mario, we'll be right back for the next segment here on Buffalo Sports Insider.
How was school today?
It was good.
Did you play volleyball?
Yes.
How's your serve coming? I think we'll work on it this weekend.
Amy's slumber party is this weekend.
Is your homework done?
No.
That was the deal we made. If you do...
Hi, Lauren. My name is Katie. We're gonna take care of you, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Very right.
You wouldn't do that. So why do you do this? Distracted driving kills an average of 9 people and injures over 1,000 every day in America. Put down your phone. Lives depend on it. Don't drive intoxicated. Don't drive intoxicated. A sobering message from AAA.
How was school today?
It was good.
Did you play volleyball?
Yes.
How's your serve coming? I think we'll work on it this weekend.
Amy's slumber party is this weekend.
Is your homework done?
No.
That was the deal we made. If you do...
Hi, Lauren. My name is Katie. We're gonna take care of you, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Buffalo Sports Insider. Once again, my name is Thomas Bailey. Alongside me, Ryan Patsoda. Ryan, Canisius women's soccer has had a storied history, and they have a lot going on for them right now. They just got a close win against Iona. What can you tell me about that?
Yes, they got a close win against Iona. Coming into the match, they were 3-0 to start off the season, looking to go 4-0 in conference play after, struggling. They came up against a struggling Iona team, coming into the match with a 2-8-2 record and 0-4-1, looking for their first win in the MAC, and the Griffs, they will be in for a competitive game at the Canisius University Golden Griffins. They will be in for a competitive game at the Dempsey Sports Complex in downtown Buffalo. The Gales, they put pressure on the Griffs throughout the game. After the first half, Iona would have the control with shots on goal 7-4, and Canisius, they would respond with that. They were getting outplayed, but I spoke with the head coach Ryan Louie after the game, and he basically said that they need to make a lot of adjustments at halftime, looking to try to gain some offensive momentum to go into the second half, and they did just that with senior Lizzie Hartman scoring the game-winning go-ahead goal, and she had a corner from Jessica Whitaker. And that was very important for the Griffs, as that led them to a 3-2 win against Iona, and then put them to a 4-0 MAC start to MAC play, and that was very important for the momentum and a hot start for the Griffs. First time going 4-0 in MAC play since 2 years ago.
Wow, that's a very interesting story. Thank you so much, Ryan. Yes. And thank you, everybody watching at home, so much for watching this episode of Buffalo Sports Insider. For Buffalo Sports Insider, my name is Thomas Bailey, alongside Ryan Patota. Thank you to Joe Marcuccio, Peter Neville in the studio, Steve Monaco, Pius Katenji, Mario Campo, and Cameron Orzakowski. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode. Please make sure you watch the ones that we've done before in the past, and tune into BuffaloSportsInsider.com for stories like Ryan's and mine and everyone else's on the show today. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys on Wednesday.